Hey guys, before you get started, think about how long your work is going to take and where you're going to safely store all the parts that you're going to be taking out, especially from the bad weather. I'm taking off my bumper because I'm going to replace the front headlight ballast, and I'm expecting it to take 2 or 3 days working on it, maybe a couple hours a
Okay,
day.
to remove this cover, take a small screwdriver and insert it in between the slots there and just twist it and it should come out like that. Okay, and just lift it up. It looks like we got a bunch of 10mm nuts. So, gotta get those out. So they're all same size except this one is a little bit shorter. And I think this is the one that came off here. That's a little bit shorter than the other ones. So we still have some plastic clips. I don't know why the plastic clip is needed if you already have 5 screws holding this down. These are the long ones. But one of the reasons why I take video is after you take off so many parts, you can't figure out which one came out of where. So these were the long ones that came out of here. Okay. There's 2 more clips. Looks like this one broke off on this side. Just so that I remember, this small clip came off the very edge. This one is broken off, so this one came off this side. I can see the top part is completely loosened. Now I'm gonna go underneath the car, okay, and see what screws we have there. Okay, I see several. One here, one back here, here, there. Yep, they look like all 10mm. I just took one out. It's gonna look like this. There's a bunch of them holding the bottom part of the front bumper. So one at the end, okay? This is the very edge corner here. That one's a little bit longer. Okay, here's the one that came off the inside of the car, inside portion of the bumper. Here's the one that came off the edge. So after a few turns, you should be able to just take it off with hand. What I'm seeing is I'm seeing 2 different sizes. I don't know if somebody had to work on this, but I'm seeing one short, one tall, and it seems to be like alternating. I'm trying to do this without jacking up the car, but it might help if you actually put it on a ramp or jack up the car to give you a little bit more room. So this one that I just took out, you see even the threads are a little bit different. This is the one that came off the edge. So I'm thinking somebody had worked on a bumper and just put all different size screws in there.
So I got the top part and bottom of the bumper loosened, but looks like something on the side of the bumper is holding it. So I'm trying to jack up the car and take out the tire to investigate. But as it turns out, you don't need to do that. There's a way to peel back the fender liner just to get at the one more screw that's holding the side of the fender.
with the screw removed at the top there, the bumper looks like it's starting to come out. This is the driver's side front wheel. Okay, so right where the front bumper and side fender meets, there's a screw that's holding this black trim piece, and I got this small screw out, and looks like if you remove that, you can peel back just enough to see that bolt in there. You'll have just enough space to get at that 10 millimeter nut. One of these. I had to pull the bumper out from here, right? That clip was sliding in here, so pulled it forward, and looks like it's about to come off, and looks like whole thing's gonna fall. Put down the camera and do this with 2 hands. Okay, so the left side is out. The right side is also out. Oh, glad I didn't yank on it, because there's some kind of connector cables. Let's see what those are. I think it's this. Okay, so for this, it turns out I had to really squeeze hard until that you see that lifting up. It also didn't want to slide down, so I had to use a screwdriver to kind of push it down. I'm back on the left front. Remember, the right side, I took off the tire, so I had a lot of room to work with, and the right side, I nearly completely removed this, but I may not have to. So on the left side, I left the tire there. My wife is actually holding the front bumper. Do this very carefully. Don't force it. And I want to be careful just to make sure I don't have any more wires connected. Can you come here? Take the shag here, okay? Okay, looks like it's clear. Oh, I don't know why, but this side, I'm glad I didn't just pull on it, because you can see there's another wire clip here. You know, it's just like everything else. You push down here, and then that'll get that off. Yeah, it's strange. Oh, I think this is the radar. This is the parking sensor. Okay, so it's getting the power. Oh, I see what's going on. As you can see, that wire continues to the right side, and there's a parking sensor, and wire is fed from that single source. So last night I worked till 1 or 2 a.m. and finally got the front bumper off. It's kind of intimidating to be removing stuff where you don't have clear instructions. It's not difficult, but you do have to be careful, and I will go over that. When you do take off your bumper, probably a good time to do some cleaning here. Actually, mine's not too bad. Take a look at the washer pump here. I had to replace the washer pump on my Murano. There's no problem with this, but you can see you're gonna have to remove the bumper to get at the washer pump here. The other thing you have to remember, I have the parking sensor, and I had extra wire here. I almost yanked on this yesterday. I believe this is the connector for the fog light, and you have this on each side. The reason why I took off the bumper is because this headlight here on the passenger side usually turns on, but sometimes it turns off, and I have to turn it off and turn it back on again to get it to come on. And I took it to inspection, and just that time the headlight didn't come on the first try, so they didn't pass my inspection. So, but that's okay. I mean, it's something I needed to work on anyway, and that kind of forced me to do this. And you're gonna be removing lots of screws and lots of clips. Okay, that's not all of it. I think I have still some on the other side. Some are long, some are short, and some are these type of screws. Okay, and also even the plastic clips, you got different flavors going, you know, different thickness, different length. You even got some of these types. I've never seen these before. So keep track of what's coming off where. These are all the covers I took off, the bumper that came off. You could take it off by yourself. It might help if you have a helper. Look at all the screws and plastic clips. Now I can't remember which is which. I do have a video that I'll show you later, but just want to show you how many things you have to remove here. Okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 plastic clips and screws you're gonna have to remove from the top. In addition, this is the tricky one because it's tucked underneath between your you know, the fender over there, and this is the one where you have to get at it from the bottom. You have to peel back the fender lining. Again, this right here, this is for the parking sensor power connector. So you notice you got 1, 2, 3, 4 parking sensors. Okay. Now let's look at all the clips that you're gonna have to remove. Okay. So you got, well, let's look at on the side. So there's nothing to remove here, but it looks like it fits into something there, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so you got another 14 to remove from the side and from the bottom, in addition to the, what did we count on the top? Was it 15? Okay, and that's not even counting this right here, right? Okay, so all in all, you probably got well over 30, maybe 35, 40 clips. But again, don't let that number scare you. That's just a high quantity, but those are easy, okay?